Morning. Nothing new here, just walking through a bean field. Now I'll tell you what is new here. That hole right there, see where there's no beans? That's all a sinkhole. And this one right here, where there's no beans. Dad and I both noticed this, we were talking about this morning. Little odd, not sure what's going on there. I think we're gonna bring the excavator out here and find out sometime in the next day or so. Because hard to tell. If you don't know, if you're new to the channel, our farm here, like where our main grain bin setup is, used to be a Navy reloading plant, so it's hard to tell what's buried in there. Hopefully we don't blow up. But anyways, walking out here through this field, I'm gonna replant today. I've replanted this field once, but it's got some bare patches still, so I'm gonna see how bad they look up close. Kind of interesting to see the slug patterns here. A little thin out there, but I think those are gonna be okay. Those ones aren't completely going yet. I don't think there's any point in replanting over here yet. There's a few bare patches, like here it's pretty bare, but it's not big enough to justify it, I don't think. Here you can see the first planted beans that still survived, but man, it seems like the slugs are leaving them alone. They're just working on the replanted beans that have been in the ground for about 2 weeks now. I think most of these are gonna be all right. I mean, this stand's gonna be a little thin here, but I think we should be okay. The bad thing is, this is the best part of this field. This is good dirt right here. Ain't gonna be a bumper crop right here, but there'll be a crop. Now here is what it's supposed to look like. So BJ is gonna turbo till some of this ground where there's just no more beans, where the slugs ate them. Hoping that by turbo tilling it, or turbo maxing it, or basically stirring up some dirt with the blades, we'll get rid of some of these slugs and maybe these beans will grow. Definitely not going deep enough. So really, the basket and the spiked tooth is the only thing stirring this ground up, so I need to drop the depth on that turbo max a little bit, because you know, the slugs are living at about 1.5 inches down in the ground. All right, let's go do some replanting. Alrighty, there's not much left of this field, so BJ basically just went around little pockets that still had beans in them, but we'll probably plant right through them too. I don't know. There's just not much left. Almost a complete loss in this field. So I've had several people ask, how does the replant work? Do we straddle the rows? Do we interseed them between them, or what are we doing? Most of the time I'm not really worried about it. Even going at an angle, or even if we run on top, it's not really something I'm super worried about, because usually the stand is so thin by that point, it doesn't matter. Beans are fairly resilient, so the ones that get ran over with a unit, they'll probably still grow. But this field is so bad, it doesn't matter what we do, because there's just no beans left, and we tilled it. Thought I had an opener out, but picked up a stick. Ain't even any trees around this field. I hope to God we get rid of this planter. Haven't said that yet, but I'm there. Planted 2.5 acres, had an opener go out. At some point in the past month, I apparently needed my ratchet wrench and 15/16 socket, because it's going, so now I'm waiting on BJ to get here. Another field that was just completely decimated, like there's some beans, but there's really not a whole lot more. You can't even see them on the camera because they're so thin right there. It's just completely gone. Hopefully the turbo till or turbo max killed them. The slugs, we'll see eventually. So a lot of people ask about all these buildings that are over here. These aren't our buildings. The guy that I bought the farm from, he kept all the buildings in the center. The only building that we got off of the old Navy plant was the one that we keep the bulldozer in. It's right beside the grain bins. That's pretty much it. All the rest of these, I don't know. Dad doesn't own, BJ doesn't own, not ours. So here you can see it's just thin. So I've got my population dropped way down. I'm not really worried about interseeding, like I say. We're planting. So some of these beans will survive even getting run over. And yeah, it should. Hopefully the slugs are done and they'll leave them alone and you can get a crop here. All right, just got back to the tractor. Had to take Dax to a doctor's appointment, but we're back in now. Getting to be evening, and we've got groundhogs this year. So along with the slugs, we've got a lot of groundhogs, more so than I've ever seen. So if we see one, we're going to relocate him. But we got to see him first. So for the people saying that cover crops will get rid of slugs, I don't know. I've seen them everywhere. There were cover crops planted. I can still see the ryegrass in rows. That said, we've got cover crops across the road. No slugs whatsoever. I've seen it in every kind of condition imaginable this year. Kind of odd. All right, that's all the replanting for today. I'm just going to leave the tractor over here at the hoop barn. I'm going to see if we can find Mr. Groundhog. Hey guys, it's the day after we replanted. Should have to go to the orthopedic first thing this morning. Got informed I get to have surgery tomorrow. But anyways, today, basically just going to try to get this combine ready to leave tomorrow. I'm pretty sure the gleaner's coming tomorrow. I hope it doesn't come while I'm getting my hand cut on. Turns out I severed a tendon in my hand, and I can't really use my pinky or my ring finger all that well. But anyways, I got to get the tools out, get the stuff out of the cab, vacuum it, and then it should be ready to leave. Might be the last time the twins are together. First thing we're going to get is our tools. Do we leave the broken parts for the new owner? Maybe. Ooh, tube of grease. So this is for a cloth head. The first year I ran this, I ran it with a cloth head. I didn't have a draper, so don't really need that anymore. Right this way. You're missing a baby. Hey, are you riding in here because it's shade? Are you riding in here for the shade or for my company? It was clearly to see me. You have something sticking up between your legs. Are you excited to see me? Well, that got cut, or did it?
Little by little, bit by bit, another rock thrown on the pile.
Don't want to forget my ag cam. The gleaner's already got an ag cam motor in it. I also got to get my antenna for my Midland. And there's also a Farmer's Edge antenna up there. I think they're going to come and take that off and put it on the gleaner tomorrow. Then we'll be pretty well ready to go. I'm sure we'll forget some stuff, but that'll pretty much cover it. All right, I think this combine's ready to go. I'm sure we forgot something, but for now, I think we got everything. Aww.